guys, this is Kitty here with another episode of Y2K. Now I know it is March, but this video is for February's Y2K. I know it's late, but this was the time that I was able to get to it. So basically for the month of March you'll probably get two Y2Ks, but for this one it's actually for February's Y2K because as you guys know, Y2K is a monthly show. So anyways, for this month it is a DIY, yes. So I am going to teach you guys how to do a pop-up birthday card. Now this can be any type of card that you want, but basically just a simple pop-up card. I want to show you like the most easiest way to make this because pop-up card can get a little complicated and difficult. So I chose like the most easiest way for you to come up with these beautiful pop-up cards that if you want to, send to your bias or whenever they, go to your city and you want to give them a card and anything, it's your time to be creative and make one for them. So I made a birthday card, nice and easy, really nothing much to it. So another year has passed, so happy birthday! Yes, so if you guys can't see, it is Chorong from Apink because her birthday is in March, so I made this for her. And it's a pop-up card. As you can see, it pops up, right? Yep. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make this specific card, but of course you can always make it differently depending on who you want to do. Make the card for, but I will teach you how to make this specific card. It's really nice and simple. I chose like the most simplest way of making this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. So to make the card, these are the materials that you will need. The very first one, you need a ruler. You need a paper folding knife. If you don't have it, that's fine. You can use your fingers. A pencil. A double-sided foam tape, You need pictures that you'll need that you want on your card. So for me, I did a chorong on top of a cake because it's her birthday. Then you need white stock cards or stock paper and pink stock cards. I have these two colors, but I'll probably just use one of them. So the first thing you want to do is take the pink one and you want to measure out your card. Now, depending on your picture, this is how you're going to determine the size of your card and how big you want it, because you don't want your card to kind of stick out, your picture to stick out when you fold it. So from my picture, I am going to make my card 11 by 7.5. So you want to measure out the card on that big stock paper you have. So I'm going to measure out 11, and then the other would be 7.5. And once you have those marked down, you can now draw out the shape of the card. Okay, now you want to do the same thing with your white cardstock. Now because this white part is going to be inside, so you want it to be smaller than your actual card, the pink card that you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make mine, since the other one was 11 and 7.5, I'm going to make mine 10.5 by 7.5. So I just want the top part to kind of pop out a little bit, but the sides to kind of fit together. Once you have that, you want to trace out your card. Once you trace them out, you want to cut it, and then now you're going to take double-sided tape, and then you're going to tape the white card onto the pink card. You want to make sure that when you are taping it on, both sides are equal. So you want to be as equal as possible when you're making these cards. Then you want to flatten it, so make sure that it sticks nicely. Now what you're going to do is fold the card in half
and you want to be as precise as you can. You know, press it down, and then this is where your folding knife comes in place. You can use a ruler if you don't have it, but since I have a folding paper knife, I'm going to use that. Makes it really easy for you. Of course, you could use your hand if you want, if you don't have this, or like I say, a ruler. And there you have it. Now what you're going to do is take out the white paper and, you know, separate them. And this is where the fun part starts. This is where we start making the pop-up effect. So what we want to do right now is kind of determine where you want your pictures. So do you want it in the middle, on the side? It really depends on you. Now, the size of your pop-up, like how deep it pops out, it also depends on the size of your picture. So you want to kind of measure that when you fold it, you won't make the picture come out like what just happened. So you want to make sure that when you fold it, it's still within the card and nothing like comes out of the card. So you want to kind of imagine yourself, you know, draw a little mental picture of how you want your card to kind of look like. Now you want to start measuring your pop-up. So like I said, for the big cake, I want it to be 1 inch by 1 inch. So that means 1 inch in length and 1 inch in width. So I'm going to mark 1 inch and then making sure my ruler is right in the middle of the card. And then where the 1 inch is, I'm going to mark it there and also mark one at the 0 spot as well. Now you're just going to draw your line so it's easier for you later on when you need to cut. Okay, so now for my presents, I'm gonna put it one on each side, and I'm gonna do 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch for this. Okay, so once you have your things all drawn, you are now going to cut those out. Now don't cut the whole thing. What you want to do is just cut along the lines, the horizontal lines. Okay, so now that you're finished cutting, you want to push these tabs back. So we form a crease. And if you want, you can take your folding paper knife and run it along it. Now you're going to fold those back. Open your card. Now be careful because it might get stuck a little, and then kind of just pop them out. And this is actually how you get that pop-up effect, the easiest way to get your pop-up effect. Now we're going to take our pink stock and then stick back our white paper. Now if you do need it, you can use another set of tape onto the back, but I'm just gonna leave it as is and put it back on, or tape it back on the pink paper. And then you want to kind of fold your card together again so that it's nice and easy. And there you have your pop-ups. So once you have your pop-up, it is now time to put on your designs. So pretty much this is like the most easiest part. All you have to do is take your double-sided tape. You want to tape some onto, you could tape it on the picture or you could tape it on the pop-up itself. I find that if you tape it on the pop-up itself, it's easier for you to kind of make sure that you don't make a tape that's too big. so yeah, there you go. There's your pop-up, nice and pretty. Okay, so now that we are finished with that, we are going to decorate it now. I am actually going to use these. I have some fire, well, not fire, but these stringers, as they call it. If you want to be fancy, of course, you could use ribbons. And I have some balloons here. If you want to be fancy as well, you could blow up little balloons if you want. It's up to you. But this is like the most simplest way I want to show you guys. You could get these pictures anywhere online. Search up on Google and you'll be able to find them. And to give it a more like 3D effect, I'm going to use the double-sided foam tape for this. And what you're going to do is cut out small pieces. And for each picture, what you want to do is stack 2 of these tapes together on top of each other, like so. So it kind of gives you that 3D pop-up effect. And then you just, you know, stick it on the back of one of your pictures. So here's the balloon. I'm going to just stick it in the back, like so. And then just, you know, place it wherever you want. It's your card, design it as pretty as you want it, so it's really up to you where you want to place it. You can place it at the bottom if you want, but I'm going to place it at top because I want to leave the bottom for what I want to write later. And so that's all you have to do with all of your pictures. And 짠짠, there you go! So I placed all of them, so you can see it actually has a little bit of that 3D effect in it. So it feels like the strings are kind of flying around and the balloons are flying around. So now we are going to write a message at the bottom of the card, like every birthday card is. So I'm going to take a marker. I'm going to use a blue one because on Chorong's dress, actually, she has blue ribbon. So I'm going to use that and I'm going to write Happy Birthday on the card because it is a birthday card. So now we're going to decorate the cover. For the cover, the materials you'll need are a ruler, a scissor, a regular scissor, and the design scissor that I have. This one is like cloud shape, which I really like. Reminds me of bubbles. You're going to need also a double-sided tape, white cardstock, and a pink cardstock that we used previously. And I also found this little jewel, so I'm gonna use that. You can use any jewel that you can find at home. So first thing I want to do is actually put a white cardstock right in the middle to kind of, you know, not make it all so pink. So I'm gonna measure it out, leaving some space between. And once I measure that, I am going to, of course, draw that on my cardstock. So the measurements for my card is 6 by 5. Then what you're gonna do once you cut it out is take your double-sided tape and just tape that on there. Next, I am going to take my pink cardstock that I had left over from before, and I'm gonna just do a nice little strip. So I'm gonna take that tiny strip that I have, and I'm gonna use my design scissor, my cloud design scissor, to kind of make that bubble shape. And then of course you have my jewel. Normally I like to place it at the corner because, I don't know, I feel like it looks cuter that way. But of course you can, you know, place it wherever you want. It's up to you. So using that same marker, the same color marker, I'm going to write a message on top. And I'm going to write another year has passed. And then since there was like a really big gap over there, I wanted to fill it in, so I wrote so. And then so for the the little jewel I have, I wanted to place it right at the corner, so I'm going to stick it with my double-sided foam tape. Now for this one, I'm just going to use one instead of two because the jewel itself is already kind of 3D shape. So you're going to stick that on, and then you want to cut out the excess tape that is like kind of sticking out from the jewel because you don't want that to be shown, and then just kind of stick it at the bottom. Make it look a little cute but a little fancy as well. And yeah, there you have it. Another year has passed, so you open it up. Happy birthday!
So that was that. So there you have it, your own DIY pop-up card. This is, like I said, the most easiest way to make a nice pop-up card. Of course, you could go fancy. You could search online for all these different templates and everything. All of the pictures, I will link it below in a document for you guys to kind of reference size related, because size does matter when you're doing your pop-up card, especially the big ones that you're gonna make, because you don't, like I said in the video, you don't want it to, like, when you close it and then it has like a big head popping out. So that's something you don't want. So measurement is definitely really important. So everything, I'll link it below, you know, in the description box. All the measurements and everything are down there, so for you guys to refer to. But yeah, if you are going to make any of these pop-up cards, I would definitely love to see pictures of them. So of course, send them to my Twitter or Instagram. Just, you know, tag me in it. If you don't follow me on Twitter, my Twitter username is kittyny91. It's saying, you know, it's the same for Instagram as well. So yeah, if you do make these, I would love to see your creations. Okay, so I will see you guys next month with a new Y2K. Annyeong! Oh, also, if you have any requests as to like what kind of DIYs you want to see, do not hesitate and mention it below and comment below so I can come up with something for you guys. Okay, with that said, I will see you guys next time or next month.